Hi, Ashley. I thought it'd be easier if I did a video for you to help you. So you had said she had some trouble with some of the words. You had is, my, and I think did. I can't remember what else, but we'll just go over those. So remember to always be playing that like a game with her. You could do it in the car. You can do it part of your class day, but make sure you're doing it every day. Where you're saying, so what word do you think I'm saying? I. She says my. Da, it, da. She says did. Because by doing that, we're training her ear. So remember, we're always working on a couple of things at one time. We're working on the ear to develop the ear to hear the sounds, and we're developing the brain to go left to right, and we're trying to develop that phonemic awareness. That's going to help her in the long run. So play that game, da, it, da, ba, at, da, and see if she can tell, what you're saying. And you can do list A, you can do list B if you feel good about list C. I can't remember, I don't have my book in front of me, but it's either list C or D where she does introduce some two-syllable words, and we haven't discussed how to do that in terms of, we think to spell, but we say, that particular thing that we do. So when she has a word that she spelled incorrectly, she had difficulty with it, you can either do this at that same time, or if you want to do it later in the day, because I always recommend at her age that you divide up your day. So you do maybe 20 minutes at one time of the day, another 20 minutes, another time of the day, and if you can get in another 20 minutes later in the day, that's great. If not, don't worry about it, because she's only 5, so we're not in a rush. But when she has trouble with a word, we'll do the word my first. And you see that she wrote it incorrectly, then what you're going to do is you're going to, put everything away so she doesn't see what she did incorrectly, and you're going to say, okay, let's practice some more, some words again, and I want you to write the word my. Do you know what the sounds are for the word my? And hopefully she does remember those sounds, so she's going to say, and you're going to show your fingers, I. So let's assume she did that. You're going to say, that's right, I. And this is coming from ya, I. And then have her do that to you. So you say, so tell me the sounds that you hear in the word my, and you show me your fingers. And she's going to go, I, and then say, and tell me what that phonogram is saying I. What phonogram is it? Hopefully she will say, ya, I. Hopefully she does that. Now you do it again. So then you say, okay, I want you to tell me those sounds, and I'm going to write it. If you have a whiteboard, chalkboard, whatever you have, as you say it. So she's going to say, this is probably not going to look the best because I can't do this, looking at this, looking at you, but I. And you're going to say, I. And then you say, and what sound was this phonogram making? First, second, or third? Now, because she's young, you might have to show her. So you say, remember it says ya, I. So which sound was that making? Ya, I. I. Which sound was that making? The first, the second, or the third? Hopefully, she says the third. And in red, I don't have a red marker here. I'm going to put this. And you're going to say, this phonogram saying I, because English words don't end in I. So we had to use this phonogram here, the Y, because English words don't end in I. So we have to follow the rules, and that's how we wrote, that's how we write my. So that's what I would do with her. And you might have to do it a few times. That's okay. She's young. Her brain is learning. And takes a while for the brain to develop all this. This is brand new for her. So I wouldn't expect her to get it right the first time. A child has to use a word, at least 6 times. At least 6 times for the brain to make a memory. And at her age, I would think it has to do it a whole lot more. So assuming that she got that then correctly, and I don't know where she is in her writing skills yet. I don't remember. If she's able to then write it on her own, that would be great. That'd be really good. So you could dictate it to her again, have her write it down. And if she is writing it down, then you make sure that she says each sound as she writes it. So I'm going to be Emmeline. I. I'm going to say it as I write it, because that's how the brain makes the connection. That's how the brain makes the dendrites. So the more dendrites we have, easier it is to learn, more we remember, smarter we are. We want to create dendrites. And then she's going to mark that. You're going to say again, and what sound did that make? First, second, or third? Yeah, it, I. Which one was it making? She says the third. She marks it in red, okay? And then, you could go on, give her some other words, and then, give her a sentence. Dictate it to her. See if she could remember. My dog is, I don't know, I can't remember what word there. My dog is big. I don't know, does she have big in there? But whatever she has, that she's learned. My dog is in bed, something like that, something easy, and see if she can do it that way. So that's what I would do. You're just kind of reviewing, rehearsing, and then, you can use those cards that she makes. She can have the my, put some words out for her, have her create a sentence. And then in time, that brain starts to recognize. So that's what I would do with her. And keep reviewing, like you're on second half of lesson B, that's fabulous. But you always want to be reviewing. Remember, a child is like a leaky bucket. Just because you filled it yesterday and the bucket was full and she knew everything and she was fabulous, tomorrow it could be totally empty, as if you did not spend a minute. Don't let that discourage you. That is the way children are. They need lots of review, lots of practice. When I am with a student, I always assume that student does not remember one thing that we've been working on. I always have that assumption. And then if they surprise me, that's fabulous. But most of the time, I'm going to just expect that they don't remember anything and they need for me to review it. They need lots and lots of review. Okay, so anyways, I hope that's helpful. Let me know if there's anything else that I could help you with, and keep going because you're doing great. At this level, she is really going to be reading. She will be reading as a 5-year-old child. But we just have to keep doing what we're doing. Remember that this works. Trust the system. The system works. It works for every child. Some children, it takes longer. That's okay. Some children learn it really, really fast. I think she's going to be in the fast category, actually. So that's awesome. Keep it up. Bye-bye.